The great castle of Summerhall was built during the reign of King Daeron II in 188 AC, located near the Red Mountains of the Stormlands, nearing the border of the Reach. It was used by House Targaryen as a summer home for many years, and where the heir to their house was known as the Prince of Dragonstone. The title Prince of Summerhall was sometimes bestowed to a younger Targaryen prince. As Daeron the Good entered his elder years, he passed Summerhall onto his youngest son, Maekar Targaryen. Maekar would go on to inherit the throne after the death of his elder brothers, then passing it on to his son, who would be known as King Aegon V. And it was under his rule that Summerhall saw tragedy. While many of the details of the event remain unknown, it is believed by many that in 259 AC, Aegon V traveled to the Targaryen summer home, and there, among family and friends, attempted to hatch dragon eggs in order to bring the fiery beasts back into the world. Whatever ritual or enchantments were cast, possibly involving pyromancers and wildfire, the result was a terrible fire that brought ruin to the castle and killed King Aegon V, his eldest son and heir Prince Duncan the Small, the Lord Commander of the Kingsguard Sir Duncan the Tall, and many others. Archmaster Gildane, the last maester of Summerhall, wrote an account of the events. However, much of the story was lost to history when ink spilled on the page, ruining much of his writing. All that remained were fragments of sentences, such as, "The blood of the dragon gathered in one, 7 eggs to honor the 7 gods, though the king's own septon had warned, pyromancers, wildfire, flames grew out of control, towering, burned so hot that died, but for the valor of the Lord Command." This last phrase seems to suggest that Lord Commander Duncan the Tall sacrificed himself to save others, with some speculating that perhaps upon seeing the death of the king, his heir, and much of the royal court, Sir Duncan concerned himself with ensuring the king's granddaughter, Rhaegar Targaryen, and her newborn son, Rhaegar, escaped the flames. Rhaegar Targaryen had been born that very day, and this connection to Summerhall would stay with him the rest of his life, often visiting the site and composing songs before sleeping amongst the ruins. Years later, Summerhall became the site of one of Robert Baratheon's most impressive victories during his rebellion, defeating 3 separate armies in 3 battles in a single day. With these victories, Robert consolidated his power in the Stormlands, an important step in his march to victory against King Aerys II. In the years since the tragedy, many theories have been suggested concerning the truth behind the Great Fire and destruction that killed so many. Some believe that the event was the result of a miscalculation where a ritual, possibly involving magic and wildfire, was conducted incorrectly, and the result was a catastrophic fire. Others have come to believe the event was no accident at all, and that King Aegon was on the verge of hatching dragons, and may have even briefly succeeded, but for the interference and sabotage of the king's many enemies, which included some of the most powerful lords of Westeros, who felt slighted by Aegon's failure to secure arranged marriages for his children, and who felt threatened by his generosity and camaraderie with the common people. Others still suggest it was the Order of Maesters that sabotaged the event, with some believing it was the Maesters who subtly killed off the last of the dragons during the reign of Aegon III, and fearing the return of the magical creatures, chose to once again act, disrupting and ruining the ceremony. A special thanks to all those who have contributed to CivilizationEx. You make these videos possible, and I am eternally grateful for your support. If you would like to help CivilizationEx and want a say in the future content of this channel, click on the Patreon link in the description box below, and pledge any amount you'd like on a monthly basis. Or if you would prefer to make a single donation, you can use the PayPal link, also in the description below. And please be sure to like and subscribe, and click on the links to see more.